tonight's the night. Tonight is the night of streaming. I'm just making sure that this is going. Yeah. All right, we're good. So, I hope you're excited. This is launch night. So, normally back in the day, this would be the time when me and a whole bunch of other people are standing outside, camped out, waiting for our chance to purchase that latest and greatest system. Well, if you don't know, there was this thing called the pandemic, and yeah, it just totally disrupted everything. So now, guess what? We got to try to hustle and hope that we can get on there and try to secure a system because we just haven't been able to get one. Um, Welcome to I Love Nerd Life. This is a completely unscripted live stream. We haven't done many live streams, and I thought this would be a perfect opportunity to do one to see if I can secure the bag, as they say, or just trying to get a system. So if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, hit that alert button so that way whenever we do anything like this or put out new content, you'll be the first ones to get it. Also, if you're on Twitch, we're streaming live right now on Twitch as well. So let's jump in and you can see what's going on. I want to make sure that we are rocking and rolling on YouTube. So let me just check that real quick and then we will jump in. It looks like, yeah, it looks like we are doing it. Okay, cool. So, all right, let's switch it up. So now you'll see a whole bunch of me, which is kind of weird. All right, so here we go. Starting off on IGN because I figured this would be the best place, especially if you are searching for a system tonight. So basically, on IGN, they reported all the places that are going to have available systems for you to purchase. Not all of them are confirmed as to when you're going to be able to get it, but I can tell you the ones that we do know that are confirmed. So if we were to talk about Amazon, no, we do not know when Amazon is going to drop. Best Buy, surprisingly, Best Buy has a counter. So at 1 a.m. Eastern Standard is when this is going to go down. So if you're trying to get yourself an Xbox Series X or S from Best Buy, 1 o'clock is definitely when it's going to go down. When we go back to the list, Newegg. Newegg does not have a time of when they're dropping, so it remains to be seen. And if we just do a quick refresh, nope, they haven't changed anything as of yet. Okay, Microsoft. I can tell you right now, Microsoft is really not doing anything. They sold all their units, so it appears. They're basically relying on retailers to sell their stuff. So I don't think we're going to see much coming out of the world of Microsoft. So the next one is Walmart. Walmart has already said what they're doing. So Walmart is being a little bit more strategic with having their availability staggered tomorrow, starting at noon Eastern, 12 o'clock Eastern. They're going to have 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, I think, and maybe another one. And then they're going to let people know when they can come to the stores to pick up their systems. So if you are not able to get a system during this madhouse time tonight into the early morning, don't worry about it. Walmart is going to be a really good place for you to get your system. For those of you that are on Twitter, go ahead and say hi. And if you're on YouTube, let me know that you're out there too. We're going to rock and roll as much as we can tonight. So let's just try to make this live if you're going to stick around for the whole thing. Yeah, watch me cry. All right. And then Target. So Target is the one that I'm actually looking forward to in hopes that I can get my system from Target. We do not know when Target is going to drop at all. I have no idea when they're going to drop. The speculation is that they're going to drop right at midnight. So the hope is that at midnight, there'll be a console I can throw into my shopping cart and quickly do a purchase. So yeah, those are the ones that came up in this list right here. But there's also Amazon. So with Amazon, Amazon has already made it known to all of their pre-purchasers that some of them will not receive their systems until late November into late December. So even if they got a pre-order already paid for, ready to go, they may not receive it tomorrow, which is a bummer. But you got to consider uh, when they open it up, they probably oversold. So they have a lot of people to, say, hey, um, we're gonna hook you up. So the chief aim for tonight is Target. If Target doesn't work out, I'm hoping that Best Buy is going to be the number two. Um, Number three is going to be GameStop, which surprisingly I have one in my cart right now from back when the first orders were available. It's just not active. So I'm thinking if the timing works out, I may be able to just secure it directly from GameStop because it's already in my cart. All I have to do is just say checkout and they're good to go. So that's going to be my backup to the backup to the backup. Yes, I'm being very strategic on this. Talking about strategery, let's see what's going on here. Let's check out the channel. Okay. Surprisingly, I can't see what's going on. That is weird. Okay. Well, hopefully you guys can see us on Twitch. Don't know what's going on Twitch, but we're not going to worry about it. Let's see what's happening on the YouTubes. All right. All right. We got a couple people watching. All right. Cool. Okay. So let me take this time to thank the community that is ILNL, the I Love Nerd Life community. If you're not a part of the community, go ahead and join it. It is fun. We have some really cool people in this community that love talking about geek nerd culture. And I highly suggest if you're not a part of it, going ahead and jump into it. We share a lot of stuff and we allow our community to be a safe place for everyone to just be geeks and nerds and have fun about the things that they love and do. Let's go ahead and turn this down. All right. So, just so you know, we are streaming live on YouTube again, so that way you can just see what's going on, all that good stuff. But here's something that's really cool. We're following another thread that's right now completely following the whole live launch. So as they get information, we will also get information. So it's like a double duty thing. This channel right here is Jake Randall, really cool guy. He's really doing the thing for everyone as far as getting the word out about the systems. He's also going to be streaming in a couple days for the PlayStation 5 launch. So if you're trying to hunt down a PS5, I highly recommend you watch his stream because he's going to go all night into the next day to ensure that people get access to the links for their systems. I might even watch it just to watch because I think that this is an awesome service. He's doing it just for the sake of being nice. So please support Jake. It doesn't have to be monetary, but hey, if he helps you get a system, why not throw him a bone? So how else are we following the trends of what's going on? Twitter. Surprisingly, if you're not on Twitter following this thing, it is mad crazy. So there's Jake Randall's channel on Twitter. Go ahead and subscribe to that. We're also following the Xbox channel to see if they drop anything. As it stands right now, it's nothing. We are following the Target Twitter channel, and that one looks like it has not been updated as well. Here's the IGN Deals channel, which is Pretty Bear right there as well. Let's see. This is the GameStop Twitter channel. And nothing new. And let's check out Amazon's. All right, so we got all of our bases covered right now. We're early into it. It's only 10 o'clock. But this has been an interesting launch cycle so far. With everything going on with the pandemic, it's been a challenge for these game companies. And I'd love to hear what your opinions are as to if they should have even launched at all during this pandemic, this global health emergency. Because the reality is, um, the supply chain has been affected across the board. So you're talking about what it takes to build a motherboard, what it takes to do the SSDs, which is a really big part of the systems. You're talking about the optical drives, which I think is a big reason why they both made digital only systems a priority for this cycle. You're talking about the game companies. A lot of the games that are supposed to have been out have been affected in their development, which means that this launch cycle was a very, very light on new content cycle. And you're talking about the retailers, because of most of the retailers that would supply these systems being closed or reduced hours or anything like that. There's just so much going on with this launch that it begs to ask the question, should this have been something that was pushed off until next year, Q1 possibly after Christmas? But if you're a retailer, if you're a game publisher, it makes sense that you want to get your product out into the world. But I'm interested to know what you think. So in the chat on YouTube, because I got my YouTube going on over here, or if you're on Twitch and you're able to see anything, I can see your new messages. So going ahead and type them in there. I'm going to check the community just to see if anybody is commenting there. It looks like we're kind of light on there too, so we're good. Okay, so one of the things that I wanted to do, let me go on ahead and see if I can post this on the I Love Nerd Life page, which I highly recommend if you haven't done so already to join the page. We have a plethora of people that is on here, and we thank all of you for being a part of it. Okay, so let me do this. I'm going to take a couple seconds and post the link to this on the page. So just give me a quick sec to go ahead and do that. I just want to make sure that everyone has a chance to check this out. Okay. All right. Copy URL and post this here. Okay. So I just posted the link there, and let me go ahead and get this as well. Okay. Excellent. All right. So let's jump back into this whole thing. All right. So let's see what's happening in the world of gaming. All right. So this is interesting. Okay. So this is one of the things that's driving me crazy about the next gen consoles. For the PlayStation 5 to not allow external drives for installing games is incredibly ridiculous. And I would love for you guys to let me know what you think, because the storage on these systems is so low. They're 1 terabyte systems, but they might as well be 500 gig systems, just like the original Xbox and the original PlayStation 4. You're gonna fill up those hard drives, SSD drives, super quick, super quick. I think Red Dead Redemption is over 100 gig easy. And I think NBA 2K21 is over 100. So if you're not able to use an external hard drive for these next gen games, um, it's going to be a very hard sell for some people initially to go and buy into a system. I mean, it got me thinking about it, and the solutions hopefully are patchable because the expanded storage for the Xbox Series S and X is over $200 for another terabyte of space. And that is not an easy pill to swallow, especially in a new cycle when the world is going through a health crisis, a health emergency. Um, okay, so here's the Amazon article that I was talking about earlier, which I thought was interesting. So Amazon says some Xbox Series X pre-orders won't arrive until the end of December. They started sending out emails to their pre-order customers, which is heartbreaking when it comes to trying to get a system during a launch cycle. Um, it's unimaginable that anyone would have to wait for something that they've, by all rights, made available to themselves. I just wanted to show this. This is why I jumped here. 220 bucks for extra storage. That is rough. So hopefully, sometime next year, we'll start to see other companies make storage, and it won't be this expensive. This is proprietary, so I imagine that's why it's so pricey. But as with everything, it should come down. But back to the story. So here's an example. We're contacting you with an update regarding your order of the Xbox Series X. We expect to ship your console in the coming weeks as we receive more inventory in November and December. At this time, we anticipate that you will receive your Xbox Series X by December 31st or before. We are making every effort to get it to you as soon as possible and apologize for any inconvenience. That hurts. I don't know what you think, but if I were to receive that email like today, knowing that the system comes out tomorrow, um, part of me would be upset, but another part of me would be understanding. The thing to consider in all of this is that a lot of us have been cooped up in our homes. These game systems and games that we play are a way for escapism. And when you've been looking forward to something good to come your way in the year of 2020, and then this happens, that's a hard pill to swallow. And this doesn't even include the people who've been waiting um, for Cyberpunk 2077 to come out. It's just something else to add. So for anyone that's going through this, I feel your pain, and I hope that you get your systems relatively soon, and it's not going to be as bad as it's projected to be. But I can understand why they could prepare you for the worst and hope that that you will receive the best. But that's still a very rough pill to swallow. All right, so let's go ahead and do our refreshes. Now, one thing I wanted to let you know, just because of experience. There's a reason why I'm not using any type of apps or extensions to do refreshing, because I don't want there to be a optimal chance of a bot stealing the traffic. That's exactly what happened a couple months ago, and that would be really, really bad if during this launch cycle that were to happen again. So I'm doing manuals, and I'm also paying attention to all the news through Twitter and also through Jake's broadcast. So as it stands right now, it looks like nothing has changed. All right, and our stream is going good. That's good. Okay, so wow, this thing is picked up. All right, so so they're supposed to be doing, yeah, they are. So they're doing a interview with this person named Linus, who created a list of the retailers what they're doing for their launches. Let's go ahead and listen to a little bit of that.
Official Twitter accounts are unreliable, right? We just had Sam's Club today saying that they're gonna have stock on 11/12 for the PS5, right? And they said like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, that no way they're not going to have any stock until 2021. I'm not terribly surprised by the fact that they are going to have PS5 stock, because if Walmart has stock, then you would think Sam's Club is going to have stock. So I kind of believe their most recent statement. But the whole point is that these companies change their minds all the time, right? And you just have to be totally on top of it. I went through about 6 or 7 things today in today's video, in which the companies had totally changed their previous positions on it. So whether it was PC Richards, Nebraska Furniture Mart.
Yeah, that was a random one. We've seen that one for like a couple weeks now.
So I mean, there's a lot of reversals out there by these companies as they decide what's in their interest or not in their interest.
Yeah, and you know what would be helpful, Linus? If you could, I've been trying to communicate this to people, but if you could kind of maybe help explain in a better way, just the unreliability, I guess, of these online reps, or the people you get on the phone when you call customer support that give you, especially like with Best Buy, right? That give you the information of when these things will go live, the PS5 consoles or the Xbox consoles, what time you can expect to be able to order them on the website. A lot of people will take those, even now, even after we've seen it not happen a bunch of times, and take that as take that word as exactly true, when we know that the online reps at the end of the day are just giving everyone different information to get them off the call or off the chat. And there's really no reliability when you unless you see an official statement from the retailer.
Well, but what I was saying is that the official statements are not reliable either, right? We all know
Good point.
What
Good
Sony
point.
said, right? Sony said on 9/16 they're going to go on sale on 9/17, and they did the pre-orders for the PS5 on 9/16. And really, that's what I've found with all these official Twitter accounts. They reverse themselves all the time. So it's hard to blame the customer support reps when the official Twitter accounts, right, are not accurate, or the press releases are not accurate. I think but I do find it frustrating. The one of most certain things that we have is Target, right? Target is going to go, they're going to have pickup and drive up orders, and possibly shipping orders. And I think you've gone into that in your videos, and I've gone into that too. But they've been very clear about their plans. They've communicated it well to their employees, right? And that's why we're seeing memos that their employees have read, because there was some corporate communication on that front, right? But I still get, people that'll say stuff about Target that, they heard from a customer support rep that is totally wrong, right? We know you have to go online purchase it for pickup or drive up. Possibly you'll get the chance to ship it with Target. And anything else anybody else says is kind of irrelevant. And the same thing for Walmart. I get a lot of people that'll say, hey, I just talked to somebody at Walmart, or I talked to a customer service rep, and I'm going to be able to buy it in the store, first come, first serve. And while that was the state of our thinking maybe 2 weeks ago, but since a few days ago, Walmart has been very clear that you have to purchase these things online, right? So you have a pickup option for the Xbox Series X, but you do not have a pickup option for the PS5.
Right.
And Walmart announced the times.
So yeah, actually, I haven't been able to share this yet, but a friend of mine showed me today. They actually went to Walmart. It's actually Matt2310. Matt's in the chat right now. He's one of my mods, but he went to Walmart today, and they had a sign up in the video game section that said that you will be able to pick up in store with the online orders for the Xbox. That was today. I should definitely probably tweet that out. But one other thing I wanted to ask you right now, guys, on the live stream, I have up Linus's pinned tweet. And this is your tweet where you did this, just your own work. This is the amount of work he's putting in, guys. You came up with over 20 retailers that are going to be selling both the Xbox Series X, Series S, and PS5. You put in, will they have launch day stock, how to order, if the times were available, you added that, and you made an entire YouTube video to go with this, to explain it to people so they know how to use this tool. And I found this to be an extremely valuable tweet, extremely valuable YouTube video. So just want to talk about that a little bit. How did you compile all this information, and exactly what else is in it that I didn't just mention?
Yeah, I think it's changing though. I mean, we had just a flood of information today. It was crazy. For instance, we had a pre-order period for the PS5 today, right? And Online had their third wave pre-orders. And Online was a first wave PS5 seller. They had a second wave in October, and they had a third wave just today, right? So we've had
the digital. Was it the digital only today?
Launch day. Now what?
Was it digital only bundles today?
Yeah, those are the digital only bundles.
Okay.
Right. So lots of people got the digital only bundles today.
So yeah, no, it's constant. But the point is, it's constantly being updated, but you're aware of that. You know what the updates were right off the top of your head. So you're following this very closely, and you're tweeting and retweeting as much information as possible. With literally your only goal is to help people secure this console.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think, if you're not on GameStop right now, I can understand if people decide they don't want to get the Xbox bundles. You think it's too expensive at GameStop. I definitely think you want to be on Newegg and Microsoft at 12:01 a.m. Right.
Exactly.
I'd be on Amazon, right, for sure. Best Buy is kind of a crapshoot. We don't know, but the more places you're on, the more likely you're going to get one.
Yep, I would agree with that. Now, have you seen that the Microsoft Store looks like there's going to possibly have orders go up on at 11:30 as opposed to Cheeto? I know you followed Cheeto. He had posted that the button said midnight, but now it's saying 11:30. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I think he had an update that said it was going to be 11. So.
Oh, really?
So I don't know where he's getting that from. So, if I don't understand something, I usually don't repeat it, right? So,
exactly.
I try to understand the sourcing on it before I, comment on it. So, I did see that tweet, but I don't know what it means, and I wouldn't rely on it except that it's better to be early than late.
Right, exactly. I think that for right now, and I know you've said this, so I know you agree with me on this. If you want to be securing, let's just talk about the Xbox because that's what's happening tonight. If you want to secure the Xbox, but it applies to the PS5, it's going to take refreshing all of these retailers as pretty much as much as you can. If you can be up all night, that's kind of what it's going to take, especially at midnight, especially once the launch day gets here. If you're not willing to put in that work, your chances of getting one goes down exponentially.
Yeah, I think it's true. And, you know, even if you're not refreshing, at least if you're logged in and you have the website up, then if you're going to get a Twitter notification from Wario or Cheeto or me or PS5 Sales or Jake, then you have a better shot, right? That you don't have to put in your billing address and stuff like that.
Right.
Or find the retailer. You know, I had a lot of people, right, after I'm like, and online is live, right? I was able to card it, right? I didn't check out, but, you know, I carded it just to make sure it was
right, to verify it.
Real. And I had a lot of people say, what's and online? And, you know, that tells me that, hey, you've not been doing your homework, right? Right? We know, I mean, these are my followers. So, you know, that's my pinned tweet. So, you know,
right.
You need to put in a little extra time, and you do have a little extra time. You got a few hours right now.
Exactly. All right. So while we've been chatting, it looks like you're about to hit 5,000 Twitter followers. So congratulations on that. I know that you honestly don't care.
Yeah, because I would rather have less Twitter followers. I really liked it when I had 70. So.
Yeah, me and you both. I had 70 back in September as well. So
that was not, I got to tell you, that's definitely wasn't a goal. You know, you might have goals for your YouTube channel, but I don't have any goals for Twitter.
Yeah.
but I'm just trying to help, you know, I'm just trying, that's just the most efficient way of helping people. So, you know, I've been telling people to follow the Twitter because
it's an easy way to do a quick update.
YouTube notifications are so slow. Even if I get out a community post, the weird way notifications work within YouTube, it just takes forever. Whereas with Twitter, if you have all notifications on and you are checking, then you will see it.
Yeah, exactly. So I did just spam your Twitter link in my chat, just so people can follow you. And I want to do that with your YouTube as well, but it's going to take you off the screen for a second. So
it doesn't matter.
Okay, it doesn't matter. All right, great. Oh, but one thing, hold on. For my next question, I definitely want you to be on screen. So let me just get your YouTube link for everyone real quick, Linus. Linus Wilson.
In this video, I'm going to give you this secret.
That's your voice? That's your voice right there?
Yeah, that's my dulcet tones, I guess.
No, you're good. You're good. All right. So, guys, this is Linus's channel. If you're subscribed to me and you enjoy my content or you're trying to secure a pre-order, there's no reason not to be subscribed to Linus as well. Now, Linus, here's the thing I want to talk about. I know a lot of you guys come to my channel for the next gen updates, and you stay because you enjoy my personality. You enjoy the positivity, and I love hearing that. So one thing, Linus, I've noticed about you is you like to keep it very business, you know, on the Twitter and the YouTube, because you have a goal, and that's to secure people their consoles and give that information. But I've also noticed that maybe some other people haven't noticed it, but you actually are a very good guy. You have a big heart. And what made me notice that was I was having a very hard time a couple weeks ago. I was sleeping 16 hours a day, and I thought that I might have COVID because a lot of people told me that was the first kind of symptom. And I made a tweet about it, and I had apologized for not posting as much content because I was like that. And I had never, ever seen you retweet something that wasn't directly trying to help people with consoles before.
On my Target website.
And you retweeted that I was getting tested for corona, and you said, we all are hoping that Jake feels well and gets better. And that literally meant the world to me, man. I can't tell you how much I appreciated that. Like, I got a lot of well wishes from a lot of people those days, but someone like yourself that I know, you know, is trying to keep it very, very focused in what you're doing, to go out of your way on your Twitter that a lot of people are following for those next gen console updates to wish me well like that. I'll never forget it, man. So I just wanted everyone to know what a real guy Linus is in his heart. Even if he will never ever promote himself or try to say that, I had to shout it out for him. So thank you, man.
Well, that was nice. It was undeserved, but
It was deserved.
The nicest guy on YouTube, of course, is Jake Randall.
No. Thank you for that. So, all right. So now that I've been done, let me just see if we hit you at 5. Yep, you're at 5,100 followers. Congrats, man.
Oh, that's terrible. Okay.
He just, see, I told you. He's like, I knew, like, even from the very beginning, when I was watching some of your videos, you were like, you can follow me on Twitter if you want. I don't really care, but I'll post stuff there. So you're a very modest guy yourself.
I don't like social media except for YouTube. So I think Twitter is a great source of information. I think it's a great way to get information, and that's why I was on Twitter.
Right. And I've spammed your YouTube channel as well, so hopefully more people will check that out. But you're already growing so organically there on your own. So congratulations for what you're doing there. All that growth is deserved, and all that growth, honestly, I feel like part of the reason that both of us are growing is because we're just trying to help people. Like, we don't really care about the growth. It's a nice thing. We don't want to take it for granted, but at the same time,
yeah, I think people just want to get their consoles, and it's a shame that the shortage is so bad that it is, but it is pretty bad. And I think people have a tremendous opportunity to get a console tomorrow and on Thursday, and maybe even on Wednesday, the way things are going. So, I hope as many of your followers can get a console, and those that don't end up doing it, then hopefully we'll be able to help them find one a little later.
Yeah, I've heard some rumors that there might be restocks before Black Friday, but it looks like the next major restock where people are going to have the best chance is probably going to be Black Friday.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it depends on how you define Black Friday, but yeah, I'm sure you're referring to the 11/22 Black Friday for Best Buy.
Good distinction, yes.
The 11/27 actual Black Friday for GameSpot or GameStop.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. So, okay. Awesome. Well, thank you for coming on. Are you going to be, I think you had mentioned you might do some live streaming with these console pre-orders. I think, honestly,
I might try it tonight. Depends on how I feel.
Okay. Well, honestly, guys, I don't mind if you guys want to go check out Linus's live stream tonight as well, or have us both open. Obviously, you're bored. We're all playing the F5 game tonight. Having more streams open might be fun. So definitely check out Linus's channel if he does decide to go live. So possibly tonight, Linus, and then also PS5 launch day.
I don't know. I just haven't decided on it. I'm going to keep on updating the Twitter, and I'll probably come out with a video or 2 or 4. But
Exactly.
I don't want to commit to it. I think as soon as I go live, then people will come or they don't come, and that'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly. So guys, very, very, very humble guy, very nice guy. I think it's great that I know a lot of the people in the stream already follow you, already watch your channel. So it's nice to see you come on camera, and you have a great presence. Like I hopefully maybe you'll start being on camera a little bit in your videos, because you have like a very infectious smile and laugh. So it's been a pleasure having you on, man.
Okay, well, that sounds great. Good luck.
All right, bye, Linus. It's been a pleasure having you on, man.
Okay, well, that sounds great.
All right.
Good luck.
All right.
Bye,
All right. Let me come back to the chat for a second. We actually.
All right, so I decided to do a little bit of that interview just because I wanted to hear a little bit about what they were talking about as well. So just in case you're thinking, hey, this onesie that Tim's wearing is pretty cool. Let me do a quick little share. MeOnesies.com, MeUndies, yeah, that's it. MeUndies.com, where you can get yourself adult onesies, and it's like really cool, kind of comfortable, and of course they have hoods for your hats, so that's makes them great. So as you see, it's going to be a slow process. So what I may do is cut the stream here, because nothing's really happening right now. It's kind of just slow going. But pick up the stream when there's some activity, because I figure that might be best. And if you happen to jump on, perfect. I'd love to see you. And if not, it's totally okay. Because, hey, I don't know that I could watch for basically like 2, 3, 4 hours. So why would I put you guys through that too? But yeah, when we come back on, jump in the comments. Let me know what you think about what's going on with all of this launch. And yeah, we'll just kick it into it. Let me go ahead and turn this thing off. I have to figure out how to do that because I have not done this before. All right, let's see.